This is a full moon reading for Aquarius for the month of August. So a good shuffle. And please don't forget to like the page, share the page, leave a comment. It really does help the channel to grow. So please do that. And let's just lay down your cards. There's something here about more certainty, more commitment on the way for you, okay? I'm also seeing like some string, it's in a ball, it's all tangled up, okay? But I just see you just untangling the string, okay? So the feeling here is that there's a mess, okay? That's what I feel, there's a mess. I mean, it could be physically, perhaps around you, you know, a lot of like rubbish on the ground. But it's much deeper as well. It's very much this energy of the whole situation is a mess here, okay? But I do sense because it's been untangled, the string, that things are going to be resolved here. I see like these cross keys as well. And it's very much this energy of you having the keys to someone's heart and someone having the keys to your heart, okay? So it's like this deep connection. I'm also sense there's a lot of passions here as well with the red. Yeah, things are very passionate, or passions have run high. That's what I get. I'm also feeling there's connections here to a place of worship. I do sense something quite orthodox. So it could be around like a sort of Catholic church, or it could well be that you've been lighting some candles, burning some incense. Something very traditional here as well. It could be something here around a marriage. But let's have a look at the next card. Yeah, you've been getting a lot of what you don't want emotionally. Okay, it's like time after time after time. And it could well be you keep going back to something. You keep like giving in, because when you give in and you go back to something, then things are the same. Okay, but whereas if you kind of sort of walked away from something, then things would change, okay? It's kind of getting to that point, actually, I feel here, where you kind of had enough, okay? And what's given to you emotionally, it kind of sort of goes too far. I just sense someone's going to go too far. They're going to say too much, or they're going to do so much. Right, that's interesting, because this is the twin flame card. So I was feeling here with the cross keys. Yeah, this like sort of deep connection, you having the keys to someone's heart, someone else having the keys to your heart. But this goes much deeper. I mean, for me, it's a twin flame card. The universe knows it is, okay? Not for all readers, but for me. So when it shows up, it's clearly a twin flame connection. It goes much deeper than the heart. It goes to the soul. You know, it's like being two halves of the same soul here. You know, if you imagine like a heart shape, you cut it in half, completely opposite, fits together perfectly, and that's the kind of sort of connection here. And the problem with these types of connections is they're never easy. They're very karmic in nature. There could be other people involved here, or there could be distance between the two of you. You know, scientists have done like an experiment, like with a particle, cut it in half one side of the universe, the other half the other side of the universe. Pull on one, has the opposite effect on the other. It's like this yin yang, this pushing and pulling, this blowing hot and cold type of connection here. I'm also feeling something here about having one foot through the door. Okay, I do feel this around a work situation or around a business situation. I'm also sensing a holiday trip coming up for you. It's not going to be easy. I must be honest here, okay? But it's never more than what you can handle, okay? It is very much this energy of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, okay? And I do sense you are going to swim. You're not going to sink here, okay? But it's like you're kind of sort of being pulled two ways here around the situation. And it could well be your heart is feeling one thing and your mind wanting something else, and it's causing you much inner conflict here, okay? But as time goes by with what's revealed, yeah, something's going to come out of the woodwork here. It gives you more clarity. It leaves your heart in no doubt that it's time just to walk away. It agrees with the mind, and when the mind and the heart work together, there's no stopping you. And you can even see that from the card, because, you know, it's like double-edged here at the bottom, which is a conflict between the heart and the mind. But as you go towards the top, it comes to a point, yeah, where the heart and mind work together. And at the point is a victory wreath. Okay, so it's clearly shown there's going to be victory around the situation within 1 month. So you may well be wondering, is it the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end around this situation? Okay, I do sense there's some unfinished business here. Okay, but things are at a crossroads, okay? There's like this brick wall, and like I said earlier, it could be other people involved or some kind of sort of distance or other complications here. Something needs to be resolved, and then things can move to the next level. You've really been working on yourself at a deep level. Okay, it could well be that things haven't started to show up on the outside yet, if you like, these positive results. But it's like it starts off within yourself and then it will start showing up on the outside. Okay, it's like inside out. It's a bit like you've got an acorn. Inside that acorn is the potential to be a massive oak tree. Okay, you have so much potential. And there's a strong sense of you trying to kind of sort of see the positive side of things, okay, despite what's happened to you. Okay, some difficult experiences here I feel attached to the past, okay. Unforgivable in some ways, what someone else has done to you. And despite that, it shows you becoming stronger. I do sense this toxic energy around you. It's coming across as being feminine, but it could be male or female. Just someone who's just falling in your side, someone who's very manipulative, controlling, always trying to bring you down, okay? But the advice here is to focus on the abundance, okay? Focus on what you want, because the more you can do that, the more you're going to lift your confidence, your motivation. But whereas if you focus on the lack of things or this toxic person, then it just zaps up your energy and zaps up all your confidence. There's a lot of trust issues here, okay? I'm also feeling that something was stolen from you recently. So it could well be you need to watch your valuables here. But I'm also sensing you moving away from a situation. You're learning to move away from something, okay? And then perhaps paradoxically, in moving away from something, you gain what you want. It's like losing the world to gain it. So you fear change, because it's like being this kind of sort of status quo, if you like. You've been secure within the insecurity. You kind of known what's showing up, okay? But you fear you may lose something if you kind of sort of walk away. But quite the opposite is true here. Upside down V, okay? Things are shown to come together, and you've got the moon and the water, which is the emotions or the heart. You've got the swords, which is the mind, okay? So it's very much this energy of the heart and the mind working together. Things come to a point, okay? Things come to a conclusion. You know, there's going to be victory here for you. Yeah, and again, the energy is you're going to lose the world, but you're going to gain something much better here, okay? You're going to deal with the situation differently. You're not going to go back. And in not going back, you walk away, you get the best deal here, okay? That's the overall energy. If you want a personal reading, there's a link in the description. If you want to buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and thank you.